In this video, I want to show you how to use your Onn soundbar without a remote. Maybe you have lost it, maybe you bought it secondhand and the other person lost it. So how do you use it? Now, unfortunately, you will not be able to access all the features without a remote control, and I'll show you what you're gonna miss. But you're gonna still be able to use the soundbar with your TV. This you don't have to worry. So without a remote, over here, you have the power button to power on. Okay, once you press on it, and if you press again on it, it will not say power off, it will say stand by, and this is another way to say power off. Let me power it on. Over here, you're gonna have the volume down, volume up button. If you press both of these at the same time, you're gonna enter mute mode. Whoops, let me press on them again. Okay, if you keep press, it will say mute, flashing mute. To exit mute mode, simply press on either of these buttons. And then you have the source selector over here. So if you have connected your soundbar to your TV using an HDMI cable, okay, right over here, HDMI, we will need to put the soundbar in ARC mode. So if I press over here multiple times, it will shuffle through the different inputs, including ARC. Okay, so if you use HDMI, you're gonna see ARC. You also have HDMI 1 or 2 because this soundbar has two other HDMI ports where you can connect a DVD player, maybe a PlayStation, Nintendo Switch to the soundbar itself. If you press again on this button, you have AUX. This is for the auxiliary jack. Right over here, a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. BT is for Bluetooth. So if you want to connect to your phone, or even some TVs have Bluetooth, I have made a separate video on how to do it, but technically just go until you see BT. After pressing that button, take your iPhone, open the Bluetooth connection, and you should see the soundbar where you will be able to connect to it. When it says no BT, it simply means that there's no Bluetooth device currently connected to the soundbar. This is why it says that. And then you have OPT. This is for the optical. In case you connect your TV using an optical cable, right over here, you need to put the soundbar in OPT mode. USB, you can also connect a USB drive right over here. I have made a separate video on how to use that. Connect it here. Make sure the USB drive is formatted in FAT32 or exFAT, and you'll be able to play your music directly on the soundbar. And you have ARC again. So it's still possible to use the soundbar as you see. Now, what are the features you're gonna lose by not having the remote control? So let me get my Onn remote control because I didn't lose it. So over here we have power button, Bluetooth, this is the same, but on the remote you also have these buttons to control your music. So if you have connected a Bluetooth device, you'll be able to play, pause your music, skip to the next track, go back. This is something that you don't get over here. Then you have the sound mode. So you have movie mode and EQ that will switch between movie mode, music mode, and talk mode. Honestly, you don't miss much. If you put it in movie, it will just enhance the sound. For movies, music, same thing, but for music and talk, it will enhance any characters that are talking. Another thing that you don't have on the soundbar itself is the sub. So if your Onn soundbar has a subwoofer, and not all soundbars have a subwoofer, you'll be able to control it by lowering the bass or adding more bass with these buttons. And finally, you have the settings button. This settings button will give you access to the trebles to add or lower the trebles. If you press on it again, you have AV sync. This is nothing, honestly. Display, you can lower and put the dimmer, change the brightness of the display over here. You see, you can make it very dim. This is another thing you lose. And change also the bass. Okay, right over here, bass. You can add or subtract bass. It's not much. You can still use the soundbar, but now you know what you lose. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, take a moment, comment down below, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one.